Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. The Tar Heels about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Golden Gophers return team will have that offense backed up. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
The Golden Gophers have enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming out.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Savage. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized, and they have to play well for their team to succeed.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNC! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pineda. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Rojas. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost intercepted, it'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. Powers through the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's got it again. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense. And that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Knocked off his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, running back on the move. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Carolina! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Makes the grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the run, it's Madden. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
On second down, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Got it in the middle, it's Daly. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers have moved it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rojas. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Wide open downfield. The expressway is wide open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner will be brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The give on 4th down. Running with power. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They're going to ride this running back. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll run it to the right side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds his man. It's Pineda. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, just left him flailing. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's looking on the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Tackled, but he has a first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, UNC! On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He wants to throw. Caught on the outside, it's Pineda. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll line up for a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Savage. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight complete.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it...
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 40 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Simpson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Got it! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on target this time. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the postgame.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
5 yards on the play. 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so...
In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Auburn Tigers will have some work to do after that short return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. No huddle here for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Auburn lines up quickly. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Savage. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, UNC! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
The run from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
and that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On second down, he'll fire. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
No, it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by a field goal over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Savage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score North Carolina 28.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Auburn lines up quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 33. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Lets it fly. He's got it. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Down UNC. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
North Carolina 35.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to get to him. Skips away from pressure. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the move, it's Madden. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Turns it loose. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Motion from the offense. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The give out of the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. And they're able to get him down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to buy time. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
He's going for a big play downfield. He caught it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Carolina, 49. Auburn, 10.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Gets rid of it. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're bringing, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quickly complete. Using him out of the slot has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they really feel.
He's loose. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. Got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Madden. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the draw.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Got it past the marker. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. North Carolina, 63.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Oliver offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be